Hello, I'm Kelly, and this is Kelly's Wordy Reactions. So I'm going to be going live, doing some quick lives to keep updated on what's going on with the Diddy trial. Let's see. I'm also going to be trying to do YouTube friendly speak, so not saying some of these words. I had a video recorded and YouTube told me, you're doing too much with all these words like this. So I'm gonna be altering up the words. Hopefully, everybody can follow along pretty easy, and so we can get this Diddy news as it's coming out. So jury selection. So opening statements to begin. Sean Diddy Combs ex trafficking trial. All right. So, opening statements for embattled music mogul Sean Diddy Combs' federal ex trafficking trial will begin Monday at the Daniel Patrick Moynihan U.S. Courthouse in New York City. Combs, who's 55, is, as we all know, facing charges of racketeering, conspiracy, ex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. He has pled not guilty to all charges. Still, okay. So the trial marks a stunning turn of events for the rapper, music executive, and businessman, once estimated by Forbes to be worth $740 million. His former girlfriend and employee, Cassandra Cassie Ventura, is expected to testify against him. In 2023, Ventura filed an explosive lawsuit against Combs. Wow, was that long ago? Seems like that was just last year. So she, in 2023, though, she filed her lawsuit, and which settled the following day, as we should remember. So since then, he has faced nearly 80 essay lawsuits. Combs has denied all of the allegations against him. So here's what's expected today. Jury selection will be finalized starting at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, with 12 jurors and 6 alternates to be sworn in by Judge Arun Subramanian. How does he pronounce that? Probably Subramanian. Probably Subramanian. I don't know. All right, not important. Opening statements by the prosecution and defense teams will follow. The prosecution is also expected to bring 3 witnesses to the stand, including a male escort. Oh my. Okay, this could be anybody, but the male escort has been in the news lately. That was he was in the news for being interrogated. Gosh, I need to get his name. I don't think it's going to be him, though. I think he's a bit unstable. But he was in the news. He did another crime. He was being interrogated for his crime. And then while he was being interrogated, he started to bring up that um, he was I can't even say any of that. SEX SLAVE for Diddy and Cassie in the past, and he just started telling this investigator all of this stuff about Diddy, and it was like the investigator listened to him and listened to him, and then the more he talked, the more the investigator tried to steer the questioning back around to the crime at hand. So anyway, let's get back to this. So they're bringing a male escort, possibly Cassie, and then they didn't say the third person. So I hope last week there was an issue with witness number 3 or victim number 3 or something like that. So I hope they're able to they were able to get that person back. Some people thought it was his ex-girlfriend Gina. I did see that in the news. So we'll see. All right. So Comey is now providing some neutral reasons for the 7 jurors. We have not demonstrated any bias whatsoever, she said. The jurors the government wants to strike include a 38-year-old black man who was arrested for putting a police officer in a chokehold more than a decade ago. That's funny. Hang on. That would be wild if they let him stay on the jury. All right, so there's some comments. So Anne Brannigan, looks like Anne Brannigan said 9 minutes ago, the defense has pushed back on some of the government strikes. Mark Agnifilo says, by our count, the government struck 7 black people, which we believe amounts to a pattern. And it's our request that the government give neutral reasons for those strikes. Okay. And then again, Anne Brannigan says jury strikes are a quick process because attorneys don't need to give any reason for taking these jurors out of the pool. Each side takes turns, simply giving the judge the juror number they want stricken. The defense gets 10 strikes, the prosecution gets 6. 25 minutes ago, Anne Brannigan said, Judge Arun Subramanian just entered. We're starting about an hour behind schedule with both sides now striking jurors from the pool. The goal expressed Friday by both parties was to get to 12 jurors, 6 alternates, and in a more unusual move, 3 extra potential jurors, just in case people drop out over the course of the trial, which is slated to last 8 weeks. Okay. And let's see. Let's see if there's anything else worth mentioning here. Let's see. 32 minutes ago, Anne Brannigan again says, Maureen Comey, speaking on behalf of the U.S. attorneys on Friday, was anxious about beginning on time today. Comey argued against pushing final jury selection to Monday because because the government was eager to begin bringing its first witnesses forward once opening statements were concluded. Its goal was to bring 3 witnesses to the stand. A substantial delay could alter those plans. Right now, neither Comey nor Combs' lead counsel, Mark Agnifilo, is in the courtroom. That was 32 minutes ago. It's possible, though right now unclear, that they are exercising their jury strikes elsewhere. All right. And everything else that was said was about an hour ago. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here for now. I'll be back with more updates. Be checking closely as they're coming in today. I want to thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you on the next update. Bye bye.